Well, I didn't worry. I didn't worry.
Oh, what's the suit? What's the suit?
Jake, we had a great time.
Oh, I did too.
It was terrific. Thank you for letting us stay with you.
Oh, listen. No, I had a good time too. Don't do that now.
Of all the cousins, you are the best.
Oh.
And please, don't worry. I insist on paying for the damage.
Robin, listen, we talked about we talked
you.
about that. Will you stop it? I mean it. Look, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Look, hey. You're gonna be a good boy and have a safe trip, huh?
You promised we'd go surfing.
Look, I tell you what. We'll go next time. How about that? Okay.
Give Uncle Jake a big hug and a thank you.
Okay. Oh, well, watch your hands now. Watch the hands. All right. You be a good boy, okay?
Thanks, Uncle Jake.
You bet.
Jake, what is it?
I'm just gonna miss you very much.
Oh,
No, I mean it. Come here. I'm gonna miss you very much. Won't you get on the plane now, okay?
okay.
Won't you have a safe flight? Be a good girl, okay?
Sure.
All right, you call me. Listen, you listen to your mother, okay? All right, be a good boy. Call me, Robin, all right?
Well,
Okay.
bye.
Talk about your great moves. Talking about blowing a hole in an alibi a mile wide. You were fantastic.
Derek, please, just a few more paragraphs like that, and then stop, will you please? I must preserve my modesty.
You were great. You were great.
Well, it's all in a day's work, kid.
McCabe, I'm offended you didn't come to my bail hearing.
Well, Derek, have you met Tonio Sebastian?
No, sir, I don't believe so.
Derek here. One of the truly corrupt men in our fair city, huh?
Oh?
I assume you met Bale.
We'll manage somehow. $2 million? Where am I supposed to get that kind of money?
$2 million. Goodbye.
Finally, I've been trying to reach you.
Well, I've been in court. I am the district attorney, in case you've forgotten. Is Max all right?
Of course he is. He lives better than you do.
Well, he doesn't have to listen to you, for one thing.
That insult goes into the ledger. Jake is on the phone for you. It may be important.
Well, why the hell didn't you say so? Ah, hello, Max. Relax, my boy. Your old dad is here. Yes, he is. Yeah, what do you got, Jake?
Didn't Detroit tell us the Sagittarius had retired?
Well, that was the theory.
You're not gonna believe it. Just flown it down.
Here? Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm sitting here at the airport watching.
All right, I'll send back up.
No, don't do that. Too late for that. Looking at the best hitman in the business, and he doesn't even know I'm here. I'm gonna find out where he's going and who he's meeting.
Okay, but be very careful.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go.
Drop it real easy.
X-ray technician on call. Please call.
Increase the oxygen flow.
X-ray technician.
I want this man checked every 5 minutes for the next hour. You understand?
I didn't want to drop him. All I wanted to do was talk to him.
This arsenal he's carrying makes it pretty obvious he was here on business. All of his IDs are under the name Bradford Archer. His return flight's booked for tomorrow night.
24 hours, that's pretty fast.
If you're waiting for a statement from this man, I don't think he has much time left.
Thank you.
Inhalation therapist to ICU. Inhalation therapist, ICU.
Do you want a priest? Or anyone? I'm J.L. McCabe, the district attorney. Tell me what you're doing here.
Hi. You remember me? No? We met a couple years ago in a hotel in Providence. You don't remember that, do you? My partner and I were snowbound. We were babysitting a witness we were supposed to bring back. I bet you never even knew my partner's name. His name was Bud Harden. He's a nice guy. He's married, got a couple kids. Jennifer and Matthew. It's a small hotel near the airport. Had no room service. So I went downstairs to get some coffee and some donuts, and that's when you hit the room. You took out Harden and the witness. The witness was a little guy. He never hurt anybody. You remember that, you bastard? I met you coming out of the elevator downstairs. I've never forgotten your face.
Who are you working for now?
Who's the contract? Go to hell.
J.L., is it you?
Hi, Jerry.
Come on in.
What have we got here, huh? Old linguine with white clam sauce.
Yeah, I'm not hungry. You're welcome to it.
Oh, no. I had something at the hospital.
How's her friend?
He didn't make it, Jake. He died about a half hour ago.
Get anything from him?
No, not a thing. Jake, you've really outdone yourself with this dish.
What do I feel bad about killing a guy like that?
Maybe only because you're human.
Well, the problem is whoever hired Sagittarius is just going to turn around and hire somebody else now. But not until he finds out that his man is dead.
That's right. You got a little Parmigiano?
Yeah. Listen, I checked the Carvino place.
Bradford Archer gave his local address as the Messina Hotel.
Yeah? Forget it, Jake.
Now, just listen. Will you just listen to me for a second?
You don't have to have any of that wonderful Chianti left, do you?
No, but I've got some Pinot Grigio. You want some of that?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, look, the only thing we know about Sagittarius is that all of his jobs are booked through this guy named Lang out of Kansas City, right?
That's 1,500 miles. Nobody knows anything about him. They don't even know what he looks like. The guy's a mystery man. So here's my idea.
I know what your idea is, and you can forget it.
Look, just listen to me, will you? We're physically the same size. I can double for this guy.
Got any Italian friends?
No, I don't. Listen,
No, that's okay.
I want to check into the motel as Bradford Archer and see what happens.
I know what can happen, and I'd hate to lose a damn good cook like you. Jake, the problem is we don't know how much the guy who ordered the hit knows about Sagittarius, right?
I can deal with that. I can tap dance around it. I can do this, JL.
All right, I'll call Kansas City. Make sure this Lang character is where he's supposed to be.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Archer, where the hell have you been? You're late. It was guaranteed you'd be on time.
Time's relative. I'm here. That's all that counts.
There's a park down the block. Meet me there 8:30 tomorrow morning.
Make it 9.
How's that?
I said 9. I like a leisurely breakfast. How will I know you?
Don't worry, I'll know you.
Archer? Who are you?
Kane. Down payment. Don't you want to count it?
People don't short me.
I checked the airline. Your plane was on time. How come you were so late getting to the motel?
Well, maybe I got a haircut. Maybe I met her later. Maybe it's none of your business.
You go back to the motel and be there next time I call.
Hey. I didn't come all this way to sit in some flea bag motel so you could tell me to wait. I came here to do a job.
You'll do the job tonight. I'm handling the details.
For who?
For me, that's who.
I don't work blind.
What the hell are you talking about? This is exactly the way you handled the Freeman contract in Atlantic City. I checked. You came in after everything was laid out for you and you pulled the trigger. Hey, you can't walk out now. Everything is set up. Come on, we can work something out. Just give me a little time.
I wait 2 hours. You tell your boss the down payment's non-refundable. You understand that? You tell him that for me.
Mr. Matthias?
Andrea, can you excuse us? Did it go okay?
Not exactly. He wants to know everything. Like who hired him.
You're to keep my name out of it. Is that clear?
Too late. I'm Bradford Orange.
Steve Matthias.
I followed your boy here. You should learn to be a little more cautious.
What do you want?
Well, this setup's a little too cute for me. I need to know who's paying the bills.
How you know? What are you drinking?
I'm not.
Let's talk about the job. Who's the target?
I'll let you know.
What's with all the mystery?
Hey, listen, this is the arrangement we had with your guy in KC. This is the way we agreed you would do this job.
You're on a need-to-know basis. If you objected to those terms, Lang should have said so. Now, are you in or out?
We'll do it your way, for now.
Hey, how is Lang, anyway? Still complaining about that bad back?
What is it, dear?
I need the keys to the convertible.
Of course.
Excuse me.
So how's Lang's back?
Look, we don't discuss his orthopedic problems. We just discuss business. Look, if this is your idea of a security check, why don't you pick up the phone, call Lang, and have me checked out, okay?
Santo? Now that you're here, I think you should stay.
Good. When do I get the gory details?
I'll let you know soon enough. Show Mr. Archer to a room. Check Lang in Kansas City.
Looking for something?
Yeah, I was looking for a phone.
None here.
I noticed. Who are you?
Andrea.
I'm Brad. You live here?
In a manner of speaking.
Yeah. So who are you now? You the wife?
We're still negotiating. So what's your story?
Independent contractor.
Phone's upstairs.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sid, listen. Could you describe him for me? Uh-huh. It's Archer, all right. Tell me, Sid, what do you know about your bad back? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. All right, thanks. No. Just a couple of questions, that's all. All right. I'll talk to you later.
So he checks out. And the bad back?
Lang says he's Mr. Invisible. Talks about business and nothing else.
Hi.
Where are you going?
I thought I'd go to lunch.
I don't think it's such a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. Great ideas are hard to come by.
Then get in. I met Stephen when I was 17. Several lifetimes ago.
Do you love him?
I used to. He's changed. I hate it.
Yeah? Why do you stay?
Oh, I left once. I didn't get far enough. Kane found me. Just what is your angle?
Me? It's hard to say. But I'll tell you, I think I would definitely try one of these specials. They look awfully good. You'll excuse me, I'll be right back.
Now, I want you to pay close attention, Max, because we're going to ask questions later, okay? Here we go. Who is the nicest dog in the whole wide world? Is it you? Attaboy! Oh, that's wonderful. Good boy. Yeah.
I hate to interrupt such a tender moment, but Jake is on the phone.
Gertrude, would you look on your phone? There's a little button called intercom. In the future, use it or lose it. I wouldn't have to look at your face. Yeah, Jake? Where are you?
Look, I'm up the coast. The guy's name is Stephen Matthias, and he goes down tonight like we figured.
Stephen Matthias, huh? Oh, I know him. He runs a very successful trucking company. Why is he buying a killer?
I don't know. There's still no word on the target. They're playing it real tight.
What are you doing here?
Where's Archer?
If I leave now, we've blown our chance. Hopefully I'm going to have the target and who's behind it in the next hour or so.
Well, you may not have another couple of hours.
Well, they got me bottled up at Matthias's beach house. It's too risky to use their phone.
I'll send Derek.
Look, baby, I can't... Look, why do you make me crazy like this, okay? You're going to have to do this without me, all right? I'm going to talk to you later, honey. I want you to be there.
Who was that?
Your mother.
And that is spelled Matthias. I want to know the whole shooting match on him. His business, his family, any extracurricular activity. I want it all. The man's working with someone, and I want to know who. All right? Thank you. Oh, Derek.
Yes, sir?
I got a special assignment for you.
Sir?
Undercover.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding. Nothing fancy. You've got to rendezvous with Jake below Matthias's house on Shoreline Beach. If he has it, Jake will pass you the name of the person Sagittarius was hired to kill. And hopefully who's behind the hiring.
All right.
Yeah, let's see. You're blonde. You're probably a lot too old, but you could pass for a surfer, I think.
No problem. Hang 10, the big kahuna.
You will be walking with your surfboard and casually meet with Jake.
I think I can manage it. Thank you. Mr. McCabe.
What?
Do you think I have time maybe to go to a tanning parlor before? Maybe not.
Sebastian? Stephen, everything going according to schedule?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm just not sure about this guy.
I would hate for there to be a problem, Stephen. Just tell me if everything is going according to schedule.
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. The quicker the better. I have a small security problem in my organization, a leak, which I hope to rectify shortly. Meanwhile, your handling this for me has been a big help. You see, Stephen, I knew our partnership would be fine, just fine. But McCabe is getting a little too close. Once that fat man is dead, I'll rest a lot easier.
Archer! Mr. Matthias doesn't want you wandering all around.
May have you on a leash, but he doesn't have me on one.
Hey, relax, man.
You relax, you get careless. You get careless, you die. I saw that in a movie once. I don't remember which one.
Let's go.
I got your message, Terry. Too bad.
I'm sorry, sir. We never even got close.
That's not your fault. Just don't track any more sand into my office, will you? Well, what have you got?
Matthias is squeaky clean.
Dead.
The man has no criminal record. Not even a parking ticket.
Damn it to hell, Allison.
Sorry, sir.
Well, keep digging. Get into it. Deeper. Otherwise, takes in a lot of trouble. Yeah.
Jail, it's Jake.
Yes, Jake, what do you have?
Now listen, Matthias just went into business with a company named Interlane Limited. You got it? Yeah.
What are you doing in here?
Quiet. What if I said I could help you?
Who are you?
I can't tell you that. You're going to have to trust me.
Why should I?
Because you've got nobody else. Andrea, I know I've got no right to ask you this, but I want you to forget that you ever saw me come up here. You understand? All I can tell you is it could save someone's life.
What's going on? What the hell are you doing in here?
It's not what you think.
I'm not a fool.
Hey, this was my play, not the ladies. You got a problem, it's with me, not her.
Andrew, get out of here.
Came up here to kill some time, she was on the phone. That's it.
You've got a job to do. That's your priority.
That's what I'm trying to do. I need to know the name of the target.
You'll know the name when you have to and not before.
Whatever you say.
Mr. McCabe, we got a break. I found those incorporation papers on Interlane. Seems it's pretty much a dummy corporation.
Yeah?
But guess who the general partner is? Tonio Sebastian.
Good work, Allison, good work. If Sebastian is behind this hit, the target could be one of 100 guys. So get a hold of Detective Simmons and tell him to pick up Blinky Eisler for me, but tell him to be careful. Well, go on!
Are you nuts bringing me out here? Anybody sees me, I'm in the pond. Look, we made a deal once, but you can't keep doing this. Sebastian's no dummy, McCabe. He's gonna get wise on the leak. Are you listening? Can you hear me?
There's going to be a hit going down tonight. Time's running out, Blinky. I need to know who Sebastian is gunning for.
Do you think he calls me all the time to tell me what he's doing? Come on, get serious, McCabe.
Blinky, do you think that being a DA is easy? On the contrary, you wouldn't believe some of the unflattering things they say about me. I've been accused of going back on deals I make with informants, of making a deal with a witness, getting what I want from him, and then throwing him to the wolves. I have actually been accused of going back on my promises of immunity. Well, of course, the people who said that are now in prison, so we'll discount them.
I don't know from any hit, McCabe. I don't know from that, all right?
You want to see me?
Change of plans. I want you to go along with Archer.
Me go in? I could be spotted. That's why we brought in somebody from the outside.
Don't care. After he makes the hit, I want you to take him out on the spot. You understand?
I understand.
It's time.
Guess I'll see you around.
I hope so.
Andrea, I want to talk to you.
I was just saying goodbye.
Get inside. People have business to attend to.
Go on.
Do it.
Let's go.
This is the inside of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Your target eats right here every Thursday night. You come in through the kitchen. This is the easiest money you'll ever make. You can't miss him. They call him the Fatman. Go.
Where's he going?
Inside. He's your backup.
No. I do this alone.
Not tonight.
Well, let's see. I'll have a prime rib rare, baked potato, cream spinach, and save me a piece of Ollie's famous cheesecake for dessert with a dollop of strawberry ice cream. Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to bring some low-cal sweetener for my coffee, will you? Thank you.
Give me a scotch. Make it a double, would you?
Where the hell do you think you're going?
Inside with you.
Look, I told you I do this alone.
Look, you just take care of the fat man. Santa will cover your back, and I'll hold the kitchen.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, turn around. You, up against the wall. Let's go. Come on. Okay, keep your mouth shut, you're dead. You understand me?
Shut up! All right, drop the guns, gentlemen. You're slightly outnumbered.
You set this up.
No, I never got the chance.
Get him out of here before I lose my appetite.
Come on, let's do it.
Good work, ladies and gentlemen of the department. Very good. Whoa. What's the matter, Jake?
How did you know?
I'll tell you what happened. Earlier this year, a dummy company bailed out Matthias financially. Now, the guy behind that company is an old friend of ours, Tonio Sebastian. You remember him, don't you?
How'd you know you were the target? How'd you know that?
Well, I had a little visit with Blakey Eisler. Took a while, but he finally talked.
I knew something was wrong as soon as I saw you.
No.
No, I did.
How could you?
Because Max isn't here. You would never risk Max getting hurt.
Well, even though Max is half deaf, he's very sensitive to loud noises. Thank God I'm soft-spoken, or I would drive him crazy. Hey, how about having some dinner with me?
No, I've got a little work to do.
Well, you did a good job, Jake.
You know something? You didn't do too bad yourself. I'll see you around.
Good night, Jake. Good night.
I'm stunned. I don't know what to say. How could I know that? I'm finished.
It's Archer, with the police.
Said I'd be back.
You're a cop.
Mm-hmm. Where's Matthias?
Oh, my
No.
God.
Come on, let's go.
Should be closed down. Look at this. He's ruined it. He's ruined it.
Too tight?
No. This is the way I like it. Of course it's too tight. Hey, you.
Yes, sir.
Look, you went to Harvard or someplace, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
You sent something... You sent something to the dry cleaners. It's not supposed to shrink.
Yes,
Isn't that
sir.
right?
No shrinking. Yes, sir. That's the idea.
JL, you look great. Believe me, we gotta go. Come on.
I look all right, Jake? You really think so?
You look like $1 million.
Inflated.
Get your hands off me now! No reason in the world why a man should have to dress up like this.
Well, it'll be over before you know it. We'll have a great time.
It's incredible. J.L. McCabe in a tuxedo.
Well, take a good look, because after the night, I'm burning the damn thing. Oh, Jake, you know Leslie Randall, don't you? The PR whiz who tried to make me over for the last election campaign.
Ah, you have my deepest sympathies.
Well, I deserve them. I begged this man to shave, to wear tailored suits, to kiss babies and shake hands, but he was too stubborn. He also won the election by a landslide.
The big guy's a legend. You can't mess with a legend.
No.
Well, I learned my lesson, believe me.
You're not going to the mayor's dinner tonight?
No, thank God I don't have to anymore.
Oh, that's right. You're at Owens College now, right?
And loving every minute of it.
Good. Oh, here we are.
Sweetheart.
Not a sound.
That's a girl.
Try that again, and I'll use this.
Chocolate truffles, mango flambe, hot beignets with...
Praline sauce?
It's the most beautiful taste I've ever experienced in my life.
You didn't have any, did you?
No.
JL?
Yes. Oh, hello, Jake. I was telling Gertrude about the mayor's speech.
Leslie Randall was raped last night.
Leslie, we're so sorry about all this.
Sure wish someone would have called us last night.
There were more than enough police officers here to talk to. I don't think I can answer any more questions.
But we're only here as your friends. Now, if there's anything we can do...
I appreciate that. Does anyone want some tea?
Let me make it, Leslie. Watch the cat, it sheds. Here, let me have it. I'll do it.
Oh, I can do it.
Wait, I'll do it. I'll do it, okay?
God, I'm fine. Really.
No, you're not.
Hurt me.
He's hurt others. And he'll keep on doing it until someone stops him.
Is he the one on the news? The primetime stalker?
Yeah, it sounds like it. I've been helping out on the stalker task force. And he chooses professional women like yourself, women who are single, work late. He also uses the same pro-handled knife that you told the officers about.
Last night confirms that the common denominator of this whole thing is Owens College. Not students, but visiting lecturers, an outpatient at the hospital, professional women. And one of them died, Leslie.
What are you getting at?
Leslie, is there anything at all you can tell us that would help us? Anything at all?
I only caught a glimpse of his face.
None of the others got a look at him.
Why didn't you tell the officers that you actually saw him? Why didn't you tell them?
I didn't want to get into all this.
But you're in it now, like it or not. While it's still fresh in your mind, why don't you come downtown and go through some pictures for us, huh?
Maybe you could help us put together a sketch of what the man looked like.
Okay.
Morning, Dr. Byers. Group's waiting.
I got hung up in traffic.
Everybody's a little off today. The police think that rapist is from somewhere around here, on campus.
I heard it on the radio. It's very disturbing.
My friend in administration said the police showed up there half an hour ago asking questions and everything. Won't be long before the witch hunt begins.
Excuse me?
Well, you know, they'll say it's some psycho from this department.
I met him at a party last weekend, and he was walking.
I'm sorry. I'm late, everybody. What? Sally, you're genius.
Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning, Dr. Byers. Dwayne, I've been meaning to speak to you. You know, there's no pressure to participate here, but I had hoped that working in a group setting would bring you out a little bit. I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Well, we'll give it a while longer. All right, everyone. Who would like to start?
Hello, Stalker Task Force? Listen, I was on Sharon Street last night around 8:30. No, I'd rather not give my name. But I saw this guy running to a car. And this is before I heard anything had happened, you know, about the stalker. Well, he got into this car, and he was acting kind of funny. I think he was carrying something. It could have been a knife. Anyway, he got into a 64 MG convertible, and I copied down the license number. 2SAM 564. Hey, I hope you get the guy.
Dr. Byers, this is Lieutenant Stiles. He's asking about Dwayne Tucker.
Oh, thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Looks like you were right. It begins. Lieutenant?
Hi. Excuse me for asking, but what was that about, beginning?
Oh, it's just that we heard that the investigation into the rapist was centering here on the campus.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not your interest in Mr. Tucker, is it?
Well, Doctor, did you know that he was arrested twice before on sex-related charges?
I knew about that, but you have to understand that the focus of Dwayne's work has been to put his troubled past behind him.
I see. Let me, right here, I've got something to show you. Let me show you this, does this look like him at all?
Well, with little imagination, I suppose.
You are his therapist, is that correct?
Well, a number of us on the staff have taken turns counseling him, but at the moment,
I see.
Yes, I am his therapist.
So he would have confided some things in you then?
Well, please understand, Lieutenant, that anything that Dwayne Tucker has told me in the course of our doctor-patient relationship is privileged.
I see.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No, it's just hay fever.
Oh, yeah. Well, that can be. It wouldn't be breaking any rules if you were to tell me where I might find him, would it? I mean, he's not at work, he's not at home, so I don't...
Well, you might try the pool or the gym. Sometimes he works out over there.
Good, great. Okay, thank you.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
When you talk to him, be careful. Just the fact of being treated as a suspect can be very damaging emotionally to a man like him.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm sure you do.
You know, I just noticed that you've got quite a mixture here. You've got Freud and sports cars. Something else. It's awfully nice.
It's a hobby.
Really?
Something as far removed from the mechanics of the psyche as I could find. Lieutenant, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do you suspect Tucker?
Oh, well, we had an anonymous phone caller who said that he saw his car near the stalker's last attack. So.
Well, it's hard to believe it could be him.
I know. You know, sometimes it's the people that you least expect. But I shouldn't have to tell you that, should I?
I'm telling you, I was just a kid when that happened.
A 19-year-old kid caught peeping through a woman's bedroom window.
Oh, man, that was a mistake.
What about the assault charge 3 years later? You hit a woman?
I had too much to drink. She came on to me, and then when her boyfriend caught us, she cried I was forcing myself on her.
Frank, can you account for yourself on any of these nights and times?
Why, can people vouch for me? I live alone. Does that make me guilty? Does that make me a rapist?
The man fits your description, Dwayne.
So what? It's not me.
Yeah. Welcome. Well, the police just searched your car. And, they found this.
In my car?
Yeah. It is yours, isn't it?
No way. I've never seen it before.
According to his surviving victims, it matches the description of the weapon used by the prime-time stalker.
It's not mine. Somebody must have put it there.
We haven't released any information to the media about this knife, Dwayne.
You guys must have put it there. You need a scapegoat, right? And I'm it. I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it.
Now take your time, Leslie, and look carefully at each man, all right?
It was so dark. He only stepped into the light for a second.
Well, don't force it. Just relax and take your time, all right?
Anything, Leslie? I mean, a familiar gesture, something about the way he carried himself, maybe? Leslie?
I think that's him.
Which one?
The second one.
Are you sure?
Well, look how nervous he is. As if he had something to hide. That's got to be him.
Let's understand each other. Are you telling me that he's got to be the one, or are you telling me he is the one?
If I could hear his voice.
Number 2, could you please say, not a sound?
Not a sound.
Could you please say the words, try that again, and I'll use this?
Try that again and I'll use this.
Well, Leslie?
I don't know. He looks like the one, but his voice was more husky. Thicker, more breathless.
Okay, Leslie, I want to thank you for your help. All right, dismiss the men and release the suspect.
You're not letting him go. I mean, you found the knife. His car was there.
Leslie, he's still a suspect, but the lab can't prove the knife was the stalker's actual weapon.
There's got to be some other evidence.
We're not giving up, Leslie.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, you're letting him go free and attack other women. Now, you talked me into coming down here and helping, and now you're trying to talk me out of identifying him.
Look, it's no good if you don't believe it yourself.
One more thing about the way the guy sounded. Do you think it could have been a cold? Or, maybe hay fever?
Maybe. He sounded as if he could hardly breathe.
Could have been allergic.
Could be. But not at the beginning.
Could have been allergic to your cat.
I bet you're right. I've seen exactly the same reaction before.
So have I.
All right, thank you, Leslie. We'll be in touch with you. That's McCabe. I want a plain wrap tail on Tucker from the minute he leaves the building round the clock. Yeah, that's right.
I was at Tucker's place today talking to his landlady. She had cats and dogs all over the place.
Well, if Tucker's allergic, he'd never be able to live there.
Yeah, that's right. No, I met someone at Owens College. He had a very strong reaction to the hairs from Leslie's cat on my jacket. He was a guy. Matter of fact, he looked very much like this sketch.
Oh, who's that?
Dwayne Tucker's group therapist, Dr. Robert Byers.
Breathe deeply, like I've taught you. Breathe out. Center yourself. That's better.
What should I do, Dr. Byers?
Nothing.
If the police keep after me, suppose they find out I hung around the drama department. That's where one of those women was raped. Remember, I talked about seeing that woman?
Yes, Dwayne, I remember.
I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. There's no crime in looking, is there? I even saw you there once.
When was that?
You were sitting in your car late one night when that actress was going home.
I see.
What should I do, Doctor?
Go to the gym. Work out. Take a swim. Relax.
I don't really feel like...
It'll calm you. Now, I've got some things to do. But I'll call you later. Be home in a couple of hours, and we'll talk then. Go on. Doctor's orders.
Okay, thank you.
Delta, this is Hummel. That looks like our subject's calling it a night.
I never left my apartment the entire evening. I don't know how my car got there.
Leslie, we believe you, but we had to bring you in for questioning.
You can see how it looks. Your car was the murder weapon, and you did have a motive.
I still can't believe this is happening.
Leslie, we'll have someone take you home. You get some rest. Jake and I will sort this all out.
Come on. If I were you, I would go out the back way. There's quite a few reporters downstairs.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
Damn it to hell. I got her into this mess. Now I've got to get her out of it. It's my responsibility.
You can't blame yourself, Gio.
The irony is she didn't do it.
No, Tucker didn't do it either, and you and I both know that. I'm betting that Byers knows that, too.
I had Derek run a check. Byers is Mr. Straight, no record at all. And yet you're asking me to believe that he's framed two people. He's a serial rapist and a killer?
Let me ask you something. Who else knew that Tucker was our prime suspect?
Well, you've got a point there.
We zero in on the college, and all of a sudden we get an anonymous phone call about Byers' patient, Tucker. Tell you, it's Byers. He's a car buff. He knows how to hotwire a car.
Well, we can't put him in the lineup for Leslie to identify. Her credibility as a witness is shot to hell.
You gotta get this guy.
But how?
Bob?
Morning, Dr. Lynch.
Morning, Courtney. I was shocked to hear about Dwayne Tucker. And the Randall woman?
It was a blow to all of us.
My phone has been ringing off the hook. The media's calling us to task for harboring a psychotic, that sort of thing. They want to know who on the staff was treating him. I said most of us had from time to time.
The calls have been coming in here, too.
I'd like to see as little negative publicity reflecting on the department as possible, Bob.
I'm doing my best, Helen. It's not an easy situation.
Well, would you like me to handle it?
No, I can do it.
All right, Bob. All right.
Don't worry.
Office politics?
What? Oh, she's chairman of the department.
Well, I'll tell you, I know how it can be to have a woman like that on your case. Oof. She's a little young, though, to be a head of a department, isn't she?
She's very accomplished in the field.
Yeah, I bet she is. I bet she is. You were just talking about Dwayne Tucker's murder, weren't you?
Yes.
I've got a court order for your files on Tucker.
Oh, even now that he's dead?
Well, yeah, especially now that he's dead.
Very well.
May I have a seat?
Certainly.
Thank you.
These notes cover the 15 months I've counseled Tucker privately and in group. His death releases me from confidentiality.
Any tapes?
Well, I record all my sessions, but only for my immediate review, and then I record over the old tapes.
Did you record Tucker last night?
Last night?
Yeah, he was here a little after 9, I believe. We had a tail on him.
Oh, yes, he was very upset about being questioned, but I was on the way out and I didn't tape anything.
That's too bad. Could have been very useful. Doctor, let me ask you a question. Why didn't you pick up on him? I mean, he was your patient.
Lieutenant, you're right. I must confess to some degree of responsibility. Now, maybe if I'd been more successful with Dwayne, he never would have been driven to strike out against these women. But in all the years of my being a therapist, I must have heard hundreds of similar fantasy-oriented obsessions.
Like this, for example? The patient expresses his sexual urges towards a female lecturer from the drama department. Says he is overwhelmed by the desire to dominate her. Do you hear a lot of that?
Well, I realize now that that woman became one of his victims. Too late.
I noticed that most of these statements are from private sessions, not group. Is that correct?
Yes, Dwayne wasn't very expressive in a group setting. I honestly didn't think Dwayne was capable of violence. Everything in his record indicated that these veiled threats were the result of delusional episodes. If I thought otherwise, I certainly would have warned the potential victims or tried talking Dwayne into turning himself in.
No, I'm sure you would have. I'm sure you would have. Well, I don't know a whole lot about delusional episodes, but I do know a lot about evidence.
Evidence?
Well, I know this is going to sound real off base to you, but I'm really wondering if Dwayne Tucker committed those rapes.
Why do you say that?
Well, the man who attacked Miss Randall was allergic to cats. Dwayne wasn't.
Can you be sure of that?
Oh, no, I'm very sure. I checked. He had 2 cats. Matter of fact, the landlady said that he had no problem with them.
Well, allergies can sometimes come and go.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's very true. But I've got to tell you, after looking over the new evidence in this file, it's looking more and more like Dwayne was the one all along. Well, I appreciate your time.
And to think he was sitting here, right next to me.
How does that make you feel, Kathy? Right now?
I don't know. I mean, I should feel creepy, but it's funny. Dwayne was such a quiet guy, so unthreatening. It's hard to believe what we're hearing about him now. Dr. Byers?
Oh, yes, Kathy. Does anyone else care to talk about it?
I'm on my way home, Doctor. There's a woman waiting to see you in your office.
In my office? Who's that?
She wouldn't give her name. She seemed really upset.
I wish you wouldn't do that, Courtney.
I'm sorry, Doctor. It just seemed like she really needed some help.
Leslie Randall.
How can I help you?
I understand you were Dwayne Tucker's therapist.
Please, sit down.
I was the one he raped the other night.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm so confused, Dr. Byers. Please forgive me if I don't make sense.
Just relax. You're doing fine.
What was he like? The man I'm supposed to have killed?
Why do you want to know?
Feelings of guilt, maybe. I'm not sure.
Tucker wasn't a violent man. Not really. He just resented being pushed around by certain people, and the anger would well up in him against those people who tried to rob him of his masculinity, and he'd strike back, finding no outlet for that anger until he forcibly attacked the object of that anger. The police tell me that you ran him down with your car.
I didn't do it. I told them that.
Yet?
I've had this dream. A nightmare, really. Where I see him. I see Tucker. And I'm behind the wheel of my car. And I step on the pedal. And I see his face just as But I didn't leave my apartment that night, I swear. I couldn't have.
Are you sure it was only a dream?
I'm sorry. Coming here was a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry.
The district attorney's office, please.
Let it go.
It's him. I know it's him.
You sure?
It was all I could do to stay in the same room with him.
I'm sorry to have to put you through this.
Doctor, good morning.
How are you?
Lieutenant. Look, I was watching you run around this track. Healthy body, healthy mind, right?
That's the idea, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I believe in physical fitness myself.
Well, are you here to run or talk?
No, I'm here to talk, matter of fact. Listen, I got this tape that you sent over. We gave a listen to this. It's got some pretty interesting stuff on it. Is this privileged information?
Well,
woman came into my office.
Yeah.
Said what you heard.
Uh-huh.
There's no formal relationship between us.
Right.
If she's not my patient, I see no problem.
Okay, good. I know you only spent a few moments with her, but in your professional opinion, would you say that this tape is a confession?
This one's all yours. There's no way for me to know that.
Well, I guess it does pretty much speak for itself.
I think it does. That's why I wanted the district attorney to hear it.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good. You did the right thing. Look, by the way, we're going to need you to come to court and testify so the DA can introduce this tape as evidence. Is that okay with you?
Of course.
Great.
You know, I really feel sorry for that lady. Maybe she can make a case for temporary insanity.
Well, in any event, it should be an interesting day in court. Look, thank you for your time. Have a good run. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.
The matter of the people versus Leslie Randall. Are the people ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
The defense? Ready, Your Honor. Call your first witness.
The people call Dr. Robert Byers to the stand. Dr. Byers, for the record, will you please tell us your title and where you work?
I'm the director of graduate studies at the Department of Psychology at Owens College.
And what are your duties, Doctor?
I teach, conduct research, and supervise the counseling of graduate students for their patients.
You also see patients yourself, don't you, Doctor?
Yes, I conduct groups and see patients privately.
And was Dwayne Tucker one of the patients?
He was.
Well, we'll come to the matter of your treatment of Mr. Tucker. But first, excuse me, Your Honor. I'd like to get something out of my briefcase. Probably should have done it before we started, but you know me. Excuse me, Your Honor. I know it's here somewhere. There it is. There it is. Yes. I have here a tape recording of the defendant's voice, which was made in Dr. Byers' office that night of January 12th. Mark it People's One, please.
Any objections?
We have no objections, Your Honor. We're aware of the tape.
Now, Dr. Byers, before we play the tape, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, if I may. The defendant came to your office that night, is that correct?
Yes.
And what was the reason for this visit?
Well, she had a dream about Dwayne Tucker that was disturbing her.
And didn't she also want to ask you something about the victim?
That's what she said, yes.
And what did you tell her?
I told her why I thought Tucker had turned to rape.
Would you now also tell the court?
I don't think this is the time or the place.
Well, it's on the tape, Dr. Byers. If you prefer, we can just play the tape. It really doesn't matter to us.
Well, I told her that he resented being pushed around by
By whom?
By people, authority figures.
Authority figures, yes, of course. Men or women?
Women. He felt they threatened his masculinity. And that made him angry, so angry that he turned violent.
I now show the court Dr. Helen Lynch's file on Dwayne Tucker. Mark it Peoples, too, will you please? Dr. Lynch is dean of the Department of Psychology at Owens College and has also counseled Dwayne Tucker on and off for the past 2 years. Dr. Lynch reports, and I quote, Tucker suffers from an introverted personality behavior, causing him to be shy around women, passive, and non-aggressive. He is slow to anger, and when provoked, Retrice and Ridley. Now, that's in direct contradiction to your diagnosis, is it not, sir?
She's wrong. Dead wrong. I knew my patient much better than she did.
Yes, but according to this, you concurred with Dr. Lynch's evaluation less than 6 months ago.
I changed my mind. That's not uncommon. Besides, Dr. Lynch hadn't seen Tucker professionally for some time.
All right. Do you remember approximately when you noted that change?
It would be in my file there.
Good. I show the court Dr. Byers' file on the victim, Dwayne Tucker. I mark it People's Exhibit number 3, please. I find a notation here, and I quote, "In a romantic sexual situation." Patient becomes frustrated, violent, sees women as threatening, emasculating, seeks dominance. And that's dated October 17th of last year.
That would be the one.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Well, I don't mean to contradict you, Dr. Byers, but it seems that here in her file, Dr. Lynch does. According to this, Dr. Lynch had Dwayne Tucker as a full-time volunteer in a research project for the entire week of the 17th. Now, how could you have been seeing him if he was seeing Dr. Lynch full-time?
Well, her dates have to be wrong. You're trying to discredit me, aren't you? You changed those dates.
Your Honor, may I have a moment, please? Thank you. Dr. Byers, would you please tell the court why you believe Dr. Lynch would try to discredit you?
They're all in it together.
Who is they, Doctor?
Them. They're saying I did it, but it's not true.
They're saying you did what, Doctor?
Raped them, but it was Tucker, it wasn't me.
Raped whom, Doctor?
The 3 of them sitting with Dr. Lynch.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, I would like to ask that the spectators seated next to Dr. Lynch please rise.
All right, I'll allow it.
Dr. Byers, are these the 3 you were referring to?
Yes. They're the one.
Now, would you identify yourselves, please, ladies?
My name is Laura Creighton. I'm Linda Flores.
My name is Susan Barrington.
Thank you, ladies. You may sit down. Dr. Byers, I would like for you to tell the court how you know Miss Creighton was assaulted.
Oh, I must have read it somewhere.
And Miss Flores?
I don't know. I saw her picture in the papers or on TV. Or...
How about Miss Barrington?
I am not answering any more of these questions.
Your Honor, let the record show that just as Dr. Byers said a few minutes ago, these women were all victims of the primetime stalker. However, none of these women's identities was publicized by the media.
of all the women in this courtroom today, how could Dr. Byers pick out these 3 women whose pictures have never appeared anywhere and correctly identify them unless he had first-hand knowledge himself that they'd been victims of the stalker? You said Dwayne took her up, didn't you? And when your allergy gave you away, you killed that poor, troubled young man. And framed Leslie Randall, didn't you? Your Honor, the people move that the case against Leslie Randall be dismissed so that charges may be brought against Dr. Robert Byers.
So ordered. Bailiff is instructed to take Dr. Byers into custody. Case dismissed. This court is adjourned.
Hey, turn the volume, lift it up. Let's go, muscle up, yeah. Get loud, get wild, get strong. Step in the room, all eyes on me. Energy thick like a VIP. Bass hits heavy, boots on fire. We don't chill, we climb higher. Sweat dripping, but I feel brand new. Hands in the air, yeah, you feel it too. Drop that beat, let the world erupt. No slow down, we muscle up. No fear, no breaks, no shame. We flex that vibe, we play that game. Don't talk, just feel that rush. Lights flashing, we combust. Muscle up, take it higher. Feel that heat, spark that fire. Move that body, lose control. We don't stop, we on the floor. Muscle up, break the sound. Pulse so loud, it shakes the ground. This ain't luck, it's how we strut. Feel the power, muscle up. Oh, yeah. Go, 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 go. Push it up, work it out, work it out, work it out. Let it loose, scream and shout.
Candace Morgan. Somebody's just been shot at my house.
Can we get that exhibit into the lab, boys? Yeah, right over this way. Take this.
Bill? Any sign of Johnny's gun?
None. You know, maybe he wasn't carrying. Figured this wasn't hostile territory.
Oh, maybe. Keep looking, all right?
Yeah.
This had damn well better be spectacular. I left a perfect steak in the Lakers game to come up here.
The deceased is a male Caucasian.
Johnny Alonso, I knew that. Damn it.
Prominent member of organized crime.
Johnny was telling a story to Morgan when somebody decided to shut his mouth with a .38 through his brain.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Or are you just tantalizing an old man, huh?
She's doing a piece on her TV show about organized crime going into legit business. I guess Johnny was her deep throat, so to speak.
Where is she?
You sure you want to talk to her? Last time you guys talked, you went head to head.
Jake, where is she?
Okay, she's in the living room.
Thank you.
Bill, do me a favor. Make sure the living room was checked out good, all right?
Ms. Morgan,
Mr. McCabe, it's been a while.
are you able to answer a few questions?
I just gave a statement to the officer.
Now, why don't you just tell me what happened then?
Let's see, I got back from a meeting in New York. My plane landed at 5:30. I got here at 7. Johnny arrived a few minutes later. He was talking off the record, his deep background on a piece I'm doing.
Talking about the mob to a national correspondent is dangerous stuff. What happened next?
He was walking around as he talked. Suddenly there were 2 gunshots, so fast it seemed almost like one. Johnny went down. I hit the floor. And after a few moments, I crawled to the phone and called the police.
Anyone else in the house with you?
My daughter, Jenny.
Where is she?
I gave her a sedative and put her to bed. She's only 14. After she heard the shot, she was frightened for me, and she came running in and saw Johnny. It was very traumatic for her.
Of course. Well, we can talk to her tomorrow.
Is that really necessary?
I promise you we'll be as considerate as we can, but we've got to talk to her.
How's the test?
Absolutely clean. No gunshot residue at all.
I should hope not.
Oh, it's standard procedure. We do it on everybody in a case like this.
Is there anything else?
Not right now. And thank you for your cooperation.
Excuse me, Miss Morgan. Could I have your autograph, please? Your show is my favorite.
I never thought I'd enjoy that question, but yes, certainly.
Jake?
Yeah.
We got a time of death? Any witnesses?
No. Neighbors didn't hear a thing. I think because the house is so isolated. Johnny hit the ground. His watch broke at around 8:04. Exactly. What do you think? Open and shut?
Sure.
Yeah?
Mob hears Johnny's being indiscreet, and they give him a lesson in etiquette, that's all. Jake, will you see what you can do about rushing that lab work for me?
Sure. Yeah, I'll get back to you in the office.
Thank you.
You don't have to be quiet, Mom. I'm up.
Sleep it all, honey?
Some, I think. Johnny's dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
When I looked down and saw the blood coming out.
Oh, honey. Baby, don't think about it, don't.
Mom, did you love him?
Oh, I did for a while. At least I thought I did.
How could... I just don't understand.
Oh, honey. What happened was a terrible thing, but Johnny was a horrible, evil man. Believe me, he had nobody to blame for what happened but himself. Some people call him the most lawless law enforcer since Judge Roy Bean. Some regard him as the savior of a criminal justice.
Come on, Max, watch. Your old man's on.
Criminals and not victims. We're talking about California District Attorney J.L. McCabe.
Yeah.
Mr. McCabe, you're one for turning a phrase. One that's gotten a lot of attention lately is locking up the creeps and throwing away the key.
I assume you're referring to this department's attitude toward repeat offenders and career criminals.
Well, in fact, didn't you once tell a defendant that you wanted to, and I quote, drive a stake through his heart?
I'll admit that offhanded remarks taken out of context can sometimes seem melodramatic.
Here he comes.
Actually, what I said was that I wanted to drive a stake through his heart, and another one through the heart of that blood-sucking shyster lawyer of his.
Oh, Mr. McCabe, you're watching an interview with Candace Morgan, huh? Hey, I just got a chance to see it on tape. I never got to see it when it was on the air because I was still in law school, and you know, no one gets a chance to watch TV when they're in law school. Who, man? She really read you the riot act.
Derek, tell me what you've got underneath that ridiculous drape that is even vaguely relevant to Johnny Alonzo's murder.
Show him, Derek. Broken glass.
Huh?
The guys at the lab put the window the murderer shot through back together again.
Yes, they did a hell of a job. It's true. Yeah.
Anyway, as you can see, one bullet hole.
One hole, huh? Yeah, there's one hole, all right.
Meaning?
Well, they found one bullet in the wall and the second in Johnny Alonzo.
Only one of them was fired through the window. Very interesting. Jake?
Got the report right here. The lab found powder burns on the corpse. Whoever killed him was at close range. Next to him, in fact.
More interesting. May I ask if all this circumstantial evidence is leading any place?
Candace Morgan called the police to report the murder to be a little bit after 8.
Well, that's not surprising when you consider the time on Johnny's watch. It broke when it hit the floor, and it read 8:04.
8:04 is not when he died. The medical examiner places the time of death a full hour earlier.
So what happened during the missing hour?
My theory is that someone in the house murdered Johnny, and then they spent the next hour cleaning up, trying to make it look like he was shot from the outside. I think they broke the watch at 8:04 to throw us off.
I don't want to know who this person is.
Guy was a womanizer, J.L. Only problem is, his charm came along with a lot of bare knuckles.
Are you suggesting that he and Candace Morgan were lovers?
Well, why else would he be telling her mob secrets? She pushed a little too hard, he didn't like it, and he started slapping her around. She didn't like that.
Bang.
And maybe with Johnny's own gun.
You mean they haven't found his gun yet?
No.
Well, where the hell is it?
We'll find it. We'll find it.
You think the mob killed Johnny because he was talking to me?
Well, that's certainly the most plausible theory.
Unless you can think of somebody else with a motive.
No. He told me it'd be risky for him even to see me.
We want to give you police protection. Just for the time being, of course.
What kind of protection?
Jake would move into the house.
Move in here?
I'm housebroken. You won't even know I'm here.
No. No, that's impossible.
Maybe you aren't afraid for yourself, but what about your daughter? The mob wouldn't hesitate to hurt you or her.
I can take care of her.
These are very dangerous people. If it were me, I think I'd be concerned for my daughter's safety. This was a gang hit. They think he talked. They're going to be back. Unless you can think of some other reason as to why he was killed.
You're right. Maybe you'd better stay here.
Good.
Believe me, Miss Morgan, you made the right decision.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. You want to try some of this?
Sure. I like the green ones.
You like the green one? Yeah, don't tell anybody. So do I. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
I didn't know you cooked.
Hey, look out. I cook all the time. I'm a good cook.
Do you wear your gun all the time, too?
Well, only when I'm working. Only reason I'm wearing this particular gun is to let people know that I'm here to defend you.
Jenny, come on. Don't bother Mr. Stiles.
Oh, no, she's not bothering me. We're just having a little philosophical discussion.
Oh.
Right?
Anyway, you've still got a lot of homework to do. Come on. Let's
Hey.
go.
See you later. Is there a reason why you don't want Jenny to talk to me?
Jenny's been through a terrible ordeal.
Sometimes when you talk about it with somebody, it helps, you know?
Well, if she needs help, I'll find a professional. But as long as you're in my home, you leave her alone.
Drain plugged up?
No, I thought it had stopped, but it's okay. You spend a great deal of time lurking in the dark, don't you?
No, I was thinking about something.
What?
What if it was you they were trying to kill, and Johnny got in the way?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're probably right. Where were you exactly when they got hit?
Oh, let's see, I was
Exactly.
on the sofa, I think.
He was hit in the side of the head, and the bullet traveled upward.
Oh, maybe I was standing, yes. You know, it's really difficult.
I know. It's hard to answer questions under pressure. It's a lot easier to ask them.
Just what are you getting at?
Oh, I'm not getting at anything. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what it's going to be like on the witness stand.
Why?
Testifying against the killer when we catch him. Or her. Well, have a nice swim.
McCabe. You may be right, but I doubt it.
And my lawyer will have me out of here in an hour.
Oh, good. Always glad to provide employment for the criminal bar. Mr. Bernstein. Good morning.
This is an outrage, McCabe.
Yeah? I'd be disappointed if you didn't think so, Mr. Bernstein.
You know you can't hold my client. There's absolutely no evidence to link him to Alonzo's murder, not a shred.
Oh, have we given you the impression that we suspect? Mr. Bernstein, I do apologize. Your client is here as a concerned citizen, aren't you? Eager to assist law enforcement in solving this crime.
But that's the point. He doesn't know anything.
Well, maybe he's just forgotten. In which case, I would enjoy refreshing his recollection.
You got a charge? Make it.
Delighted. Oh, delighted, yes. This creep is one of the biggest cocaine dealers on the West Coast. I have it on good authority Johnny was interested in moving on him.
I am not a drug dealer, Mr. McCabe.
Eric.
Yeah, well, what about your pal's money laundering? Johnny knew how much that was worth.
Listen, McCabe.
My client has nothing more to say. I demand to know if you intend to hold him, because if I have to, I'll get a judge out of bed to order his release.
Oh, really? Oh, well, then we'll let him go. Of course, we may be forced to have him back in here along with all his creepy friends until one of them thinks of something that'll give us the killer. I speak hypothetically, of course, Mr. Bernstein.
Listen, my clients want Johnny's killer brought to justice just as much as you do.
I believe in miracles. But while I wait, all of those high-priced rodents, just like your lovely client here, can plan on getting very familiar with these surroundings. Good morning, gentlemen. Oh, my God, please.
Come in.
Hi.
The maid forgot to take him out of the dryer. I thought you might need him.
Thanks a lot.
Can I get you anything else?
No, I'm fine. Thank you. How about you? You okay?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah. Just come have a seat. You know, you don't have to pretend. Not with me, anyway. I know how tough it can be to see somebody like that.
Yeah, but
But what?
what if somebody kills somebody by accident?
Well, that depends, really.
If he was a really bad person?
Sometimes, people get killed. And the person who did it, well, the person who did it could be a good person like your mom. Okay? Could be self-defense or could be an accident. That good person doesn't deserve to be punished. And the courts understand that, all right? All right.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Candace Morgan.
What do you want most in the world right now?
Look, I don't take phone calls like this, and please don't phone me at my home.
Would it be information about Johnny's killer?
What information?
I thought that might get your attention. Now, here's what I want you to do. Good evening, Miss Morgan. Would you get in, please?
Your message just said information. Didn't mention traveling.
We need to go someplace private. We have something to show you.
Sorry. My mother said never get in cars with strange men.
Your mother also told you not to go out alone at night.
Thank you.
When the patrol found it, the engine was still warm, no sign of a struggle.
She met somebody then, huh?
Yeah, but who?
And it could be anybody. Could even be a story she's working on that has nothing to do with this case.
Yeah, we don't believe that, though, do we?
Not a chance. How you doing at the house?
I found some prescription shampoo in the shower. I guess Johnny Alonzo had dry scalp. Daughter claims he was never at the house except for the night of the murder. She also claims that the mother didn't even like him.
Claims a little too vigorously?
Yeah, I'll give you 4-to-1 odds that Johnny and Candace Morgan were lovers.
Now, Miss Morgan, we need your assistance.
Who are you?
I'm going to remove your blindfold. I don't need to tell you not to look around, do I? I want you to consider these men as candidates.
For what?
Johnny's killer? You tell us which one. All our problems are over.
I can't tell. It was dark and I couldn't see anybody.
Don't. There was gunshot residue on the window.
How did you know that?
The killer was 10 feet away from you. You had to have looked when you heard the first shot.
I'm telling you, I couldn't see any...
Look again.
No, it was none of them, I'm sure. What are you gonna do to me?
Take it back, that's all.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, one thing first. I'm curious about Johnny's gun.
What?
Alonzo's .38? It's not on the police property list.
Well, what does that mean?
He never left home without it.
All right,
Come on. Get the camera over here. Get the camera. Bring it around over here. Come on, give us the whole story. You're hurt.
Come on inside. That's it. That's it. What the hell kind of stunt was that?
I went to meet a source.
You did? What source?
Somebody who claimed to have information about the murder.
Why the hell didn't you tell me? Why didn't you check
Because
with me?
this is my house and my life. And I don't have to ask you for permission to do anything.
What if the mob was waiting for you?
Well, what if they weren't? They actually ran a lineup for me. They're desperate to find the killer so McCabe will ease off on the pressure. So they had 4 guys standing. It was terrible. Oh.
Do you recognize anybody?
No. I explained to them I couldn't see because it was too dark.
That was it? They just let you go home like
I
that?
told them I didn't know, and they believed me. I'm gonna go have a bath.
Hey. They think you killed Johnny, don't they?
What the hell are you talking about?
No, they want you alive so McCabe can put you on trial.
That's the craziest thing I've...
Oh, no, it's crazy. But they know they didn't kill Johnny, so that leaves you, doesn't it?
Well, then arrest me. Muscle me downtown. We both know the reason you don't. No evidence. I've proved I've got nothing to fear from your mob. It's not necessary for you to protect me any longer. You've got 10 minutes to pack, and then I want you out of my house.
Hey, how are you? Out for a little early morning aerobics class?
We've had this discussion. Now, would you please get out of my way?
What's in the bag?
None of your business. Look, you've got no right.
No, I've got every right. I'm arresting you for the murder of Johnny Alonzo.
You're crazy.
It's not because of the gun in the bag. You see, I took Johnny's gun out of the filter yesterday. The gun in the bag is a duplicate. We've been waiting for you to go for it.
You set me up.
McCabe squeezed the mob, and they squeezed you. Simple, easy, and very effective.
I want a lawyer.
Good idea. You're gonna need one. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up this right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Miss Morgan, you can do it. Do you have any statement to make this morning trial? Miss Morgan, were you having an affair with Johnny Alonzo? Come on, did you do it? Miss Morgan, come on, Candace, what do you feel? What's going to happen? How do you feel?
Now, with reference to the People's Exhibit number 7, this .38 caliber revolver discovered by Detective Stiles in the housing of the swimming pool system. Have you examined this weapon?
I did a test firing with the gun. I then examined the bullet and compared it with the one that was removed from the deceased.
And what is your opinion, sir?
People's Exhibit 7 is the gun that killed John Alonzo.
Thank you, sir. No further questions, Your Honor.
Cross-examine.
No questions, Your Honor.
I don't get it. The man hasn't asked a single question.
Maybe it's a trick. Maybe he's got some secret.
Mr. McCabe, please call your next witness.
Your Honor, this concludes the people's case in chief.
Very well. Mr. Reed, please call your first witness.
Your Honor, at this time, the defense calls its first and only witness, Candace Morgan.
Mr. McCabe, you told me no good defense lawyer ever puts his client on the stand in murder one.
Did I tell you that?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name for the record.
Candace Morgan.
Now, Miss Morgan, before I begin, I want you to understand that you are not compelled to take the witness stand.
I understand that. But I believe people are entitled to hear from my own lips that I'm innocent.
Very well, Your Honor. At this time, the defense would like to request a stipulation from the prosecution.
Approach the bench.
What's going on?
Your Honor, we request that the defendant take a lie detector test and that the results be admitted into evidence.
What the bloody hell is...
Mr. McCabe?
I was just ruminating, Your Honor, on the irregular nature of this request.
Well, now, Your Honor, the only thing irregular about this request is that it's usually the prosecution asking to have the test admitted, while the defense moves to exclude. Now, we're prepared to have the defendant swear to her own innocence using the district attorney's own expert to monitor the equipment.
I was right. It is the most devious trick.
McCabe, how can you object to this? You guys are always trying to get the test admitted. Well, here's your chance.
Mr. McCabe, will you so stipulate?
I'll only ask her one question, McCabe.
In the presence of the jury?
That's correct.
And only one question?
Right.
Well, what have I got to lose? I believe in the truth.
So stipulated. Proceed, Mr. Reed.
I'm afraid, my boy, we're about to be hung out to dry.
Is the people's expert ready to proceed?
I am. I need a few questions to set a baseline.
Of course. Candace, please state your occupation.
I'm an on-air correspondent for a national television news magazine.
And where do you reside?
I keep an apartment in Manhattan, but my principal residence is here. I have a house at the beach.
Now, for the purposes of setting a base, we also need an answer when you're not telling the truth. So, what is your age?
22.
That's fine. I'm set now.
Now, Candace, I'm only going to ask you one question for your defense. Please take your time before you answer. Did you shoot and kill the deceased John Alonzo?
No, I did not.
And what is the result of the answer?
The witness is telling the truth.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. McCabe, cross-examine.
No, at this time I have no questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Good morning. Or maybe I should say congratulations.
Maybe you should.
I left some things inside.
You have a key, which you can leave on your way out. Goodbye, Jake. It's been interesting.
Hey, is this Candace Morgan's house?
Yeah. She lives here, but you just missed her. She went right down the driveway.
That's a bummer, because somebody's got to sign for this. Maybe you could, and then just leave it inside?
I guess. What is it?
It's just lost luggage. Sucker went all the way to Tahiti before they found her.
Really?
Yeah, you know her?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, on TV, she's one wicked chick, the way she thrashes her guests around.
Yeah, listen, where do you want me to sign?
15, right here.
Okay. Is this the only thing I have to sign?
That's it, dude. She did all the other paperwork at the airport when she reported it missing. Here she was really ticked off.
She's ticked off, huh?
An early tag.
Yeah, thanks.
Better.
I'll make sure she gets it.
defense rests, Your Honor.
Do the people wish to present any further evidence?
We do, Your Honor. The people recall Candace Morgan.
The witness is reminded that she is still under oath. Proceed, Mr. McCabe.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Morgan, you're aware that although the police at first thought Johnny was killed at 8 o'clock, the medical evidence tells us the time of death was 7.
I'd heard that theory, yes.
Now, since 7 o'clock becomes a critical time, what would you say if I asked you where you were at that time?
I would say I was in the living room of my house.
But that's a lie, isn't it? And before your lawyer can call that argumentative, I would like to introduce a piece of evidence. Miss Morgan, what time did you return from New York the night of the murder?
My plane got in on time at 5:30.
And what did you do then?
Took a taxi to my house.
Now, that's another lie, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Because isn't this your signature? Miss Morgan?
It looks like.
May this form be admitted as the people's next in order.
So ordered.
Now tell us, please, what this form is.
It's a form for lost luggage.
And the airlines did lose one of your bags on that trip back from New York, did they not?
Yes.
And isn't the time stamped on the form showing exactly when you filed the form?
Yes.
Now, what is the time that you signed the form?
5 minutes to 7.
So at the time Johnny Alonzo was murdered, you were still at the airport, weren't you?
Objection calls for conclusion, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Miss Morgan, when the police examined Mr. Alonzo's revolver, they discovered 3 cartridges had been fired, but only 2 bullets were found at the scene of the crime. You have any idea where that 3rd bullet might be?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect, Mr. Reed.
Not at this time, Your Honor.
The witness may step down. Call your next witness, Mr. McCabe.
The people called Jenny Morgan.
Mr. Reed.
Your Honor, we object. This witness has absolutely no evidence of any relevance to this case.
On the contrary, Your Honor, we contend this witness has evidence of extraordinary relevance.
Well, if this is true, Your Honor, why wasn't defense informed during discovery? The only possible conclusion must be that Mr. McCabe was sandbagging us on this. It's a deliberate attempt to subvert our case.
Your Honor, we have no interest in subverting his case, whatever it may be. I can only tell the court that it was his own startling demonstration yesterday that led us to this witness.
I'm going to allow it. You may proceed, Mr. McCabe.
Thank you, Your Honor. Jenny Morgan will take the stand, please.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name for the record.
Jenny Sullivan Morgan.
It's okay.
Hello, Jenny. I'm J.L. McCabe. I'm the district attorney. And it's my job to ask you questions about the murder of John Alonzo.
I understand that.
You know, lots of people get nervous about testifying, but I promise you that as long as you tell the truth, you have nothing to worry about.
Yes, sir.
Now, my first question is, who was in your house at 7 o'clock on the night of the murder?
I was.
And who else?
Johnny.
But no one else.
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustained.
I'll rephrase, Your Honor. Now, Jenny, knowing that your mother was still at the airport at the time of the murder,
Who was in the house besides yourself and Johnny?
No one.
Now, at what time did Johnny arrive?
About 5:30.
And what did you say to him?
Just that my mom wasn't home yet.
And what happened then?
I went to my room.
You didn't stay around and talk to him?
No.
It's not very polite, is it? I mean, to leave a guest alone?
I don't know, I guess not.
Well, why did you do that, a polite young woman like yourself? Was it because you didn't like him?
Not particularly.
He was at your house a lot, wasn't he? Jenny, you swore to tell the truth. You know what that means.
Yes, I promise.
Then what's your answer? Honestly. Was Johnny at the house a lot?
Some. Yes.
In fact, he was practically living with your mother, wasn't he?
Objection, relevance.
I'm about to connect this up, Your Honor.
Overruled.
That means you have to answer, Jenny.
Well, she didn't like him anymore. She broken off with him and wouldn't go out with him anymore.
And that made Johnny pretty mad, didn't it?
I guess.
So what happened during the next hour and a half?
I don't know. I was in my room.
Well, we know Johnny had several drinks because of the medical report on his blood alcohol. You knew that, too, because you could smell his breath, couldn't you?
Yes.
And you smelled it when he came into your room, didn't you?
Yes.
And what did he say when he came into your room?
He wanted to know where Mom was.
Was he mad?
Yes.
Jenny, I'm sorry to have to put you through this. But please tell us exactly what happened next, will you?
I was on my bed doing homework. And he came over and started playing with my hair. And I told him to stop, but he wouldn't.
And what happened then?
He started unbuttoning my blouse. And I hit him, but all of a sudden he was on top of me, pulling at my... And I couldn't breathe. He was so heavy. And I screamed, but he only laughed.
And then?
Stop. Just stop. Can't you see? It's okay. I want to tell the truth. I was trying to fight him. And my hand hit his gun. I pulled it out and I was screaming and it went off once and hit the bedroom wall. And then I killed him.
And then your mom came home. What did she do?
She made sure he hadn't hurt me and she gave me something to make me sleep. She said she'd take care of everything.
Then your mother moved the body downstairs to make it look as if he were killed there.
Yes.
You love your mom a lot, don't you, Jenny?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, the people moved to drop all charges against the defendant, Candace Morgan.
So ordered. And the minor, Jenny Morgan?
The people don't believe justice will be served by pressing charges.
The witness may step down. Case dismissed. Court adjourned.
Congratulations, my dear. You have done a very brave and wonderful thing.